Welcome to the fourth week of CIS 1500, and this is the week that includes Wednesday, September 24th. And as you can see from the syllabus, we're going to finish up Chapter 2 this week. Next week we'll jump into Chapter 3, and you can see the week after that we have the first exam. I'll have more on that here in a moment. Going back to D2L, let's look at the content area for this week. I guess before I go there, always come to the home page and check out the calendar just to see what's coming up. And you can see this weekend, September 28th, Sunday, 10 p.m. We have Homework 3 and Communication 3 due. And then that following weekend of October 5th, we have, the weekly Homework and Communication plus Program 2. Anyways, looking at this week's content, we're in week 4, as I stated earlier, and I went through the communication assignments for last week. I just finished grading those, so you should see that score in the grades area, and you should have seen an auto-graded score for Homework 3 already. And over the weekend you turned in Program 1. That was at 10 p.m. on Sunday. I got the last late assignments 10 p.m. Monday, which just passed about an hour ago. And so I'll be grading those tomorrow in the afternoon and on Wednesday morning. Looking at this week's material, the sections to read are 2.5 through 2.15, and under my notes I have some corresponding web pages and videos covering an overview of that same material. And this week we're going to have quite a bit on expressions. If you right click on that, open a new tab, that'll bring up my Kiowak notes, and this is actually the bottom half of some notes we looked at last week. So I'll be going through that material, and in addition we'll also look at my notes on variables. And I have some videos that go through these handouts here, or these web pages. So there's my video on expressions and variables. And then this week we're going to emphasize reading input either through the console area or with dialog boxes. And again, I have a video going over that same material. And then we also have a little bit of an introduction to strings, and the book has a pretty good section on that. I also have my own personal web page in that. And then some people have been asking about the differences between float and double, so take a look at my notes on that. You might notice that under the video section I have 3 videos posted here, and these are fairly high resolution videos that are served up from our OCC CIS Linux server. Some people have been having problems accessing these videos when they're served up from the OCC server, and if you're one of those people, you can also see those exact same videos posted on YouTube. If you can see these ones, they're probably preferable because they're a little higher resolution, or quite a bit higher resolution, but it's the same content in these YouTube videos. As I noted when I was looking at the syllabus, Test 1 is coming up in a couple of weeks. So here we are in this week. A couple weeks off is week 6. And in D2L, if you go back to the content area, I just opened up a folder called Test 1 Information, and inside that folder I have an overview of the test, links to the homework assignments that kind of correspond to that, and then links to practice homework 3 and 4 will appear as those homeworks come due. And then I also have some videos going over the solutions to these homeworks. So first let's look at this overview. And it notes that the test is on Wednesday, October 8th. And this test is an online test taken from your home and through Desire to Learn, just like you're taking your homework assignments, except for in this case it's closed book, closed notes, closed JGRAS, and you only can take the exam once. You cannot retake it as you can the homework assignments. And the time frame is open is from noon on Wednesday, October 8th, up until 11 p.m. And it'll stop being accessible at 11 p.m. So make sure you start, ahead of time so that you can finish by 11 p.m. It's an hour and a half exam, and the content of the exam will be focused primarily on homework assignments 1, 2, and 3, and just questions 15 and 16 from homework 4. So the style of questions, the difficulty of questions, the general format of the questions will correspond very closely to what you find on homework assignments 1, 2, and 3, and questions 15 and 16 from homework 4. We've covered a lot of material in the class, but since this is a closed book, closed note test, I'm not going to do a wide range of questions. I'm going to limit myself to those kinds of questions found on those homeworks so you can focus on those and feel confident about doing well on the exam. So look through my summary here of what will comprise test 1 and how to prepare for it. And then, as I said, in the folder are links to the 2 homeworks we've done so far. Again, 3 and 4 we'll get links to those practice homeworks as they come due. And if you click on this video link here, I have some videos that correspond to the solutions to homework 1 and homework 2, and 3 and 4 will come available on those due dates. Going back to the content area, let's take a look. Actually, let's go back to the home page, click up here on the name of the course. As I noted, in a couple of weekends is the due date for program 2. So if you haven't taken a look at that, go to assessments, go to Dropbox, and click on program 2. And to see the program requirements, click on the link for See Program Requirements. And that brings up a description of program 2 and a sample run of the program. And here's also another sample run of the program. And then most importantly, here is a video that goes over this program and talks about the running of the program. And so I'd highly encourage you to look at this video summarizing program 2 once you finish this introductory video. And similar to program 1, make sure you look at the style guidelines to see what good indentation should look like for the program you turn in. And then the other thing coming due, let's see what else. Well, this weekend is a communication assignment in homework 3. Let's take a quick look at homework 3. So this homework is going over arithmetic and expressions. And so there's several expressions for you to go through here. And as you go through the lecture notes, you'll see that there's a big emphasis on maintaining type when evaluating expressions. So this is a double divided by double, which will yield a double as an answer, whereas an int by an int will yield an integer as a result. You'll learn a new operator here, the modulus operator. Learn some things about casting, which is a way of forcing a value such as 16.45 to change to a new type, such as an integer. And there's a little bit about strings in this week's lecture. So there's a string question here, and then a couple of questions on the scanner class. And then when you go through my notes on variables, I'll talk about how to visualize the values that change in a variable as you go through the code. And so there's several questions related to that. And to finish up this week's homework, I've entered a few questions from the textbooks test bank. As always, please contact me if you have questions or if you get stuck on the programming assignment.